Travel along, Catholic pilgrims, as we read letters from the voyages of St. Frances Cabrini as she traveled around the Western Hemisphere sharing the good news of Christ. Welcome, Catholic pilgrims. We are on day 5 out at sea on this particular voyage, and things are going pretty well. We will get a bit of a roll call and hear how some of the other sisters are doing and what they're doing on board ship. Mother will stress the importance of humility, so be sure to take note on that. There's a lot in our readings today. Mother clearly is feeling good because she has a lot to say and write about. So this is a longer one, and so we're going to jump right in by turning to page 51. Thursday, September 10th. Last night, the weather threatened to break, and the sisters asked me if we were going to have good weather, because if it were bad, they had made up their minds where to go and how to spend their time. I told them that if we humbled ourselves profoundly for our faults, holding ourselves to blame for all the acts of frailty that seasickness caused us to commit, God would be propitious to us. At first, some refused to acknowledge that they were in fault, saying it was the sea that caused so much discomfort. But remembering the promise they had made of suffering willingly for the holy cause of the mission, they felt themselves obliged to humble themselves profoundly. And our dear Jesus, in the true paternal goodness of his heart, granted us good weather, and so we are all assembled on the first-class deck. You see, humility works wonders. All expected bad weather, and instead we have fine weather. Let us learn, dear daughters, to become humble, because God loves the humble, whilst he resists the proud. If we elevate ourselves through pride, God will withdraw from us, with the result that we will fall into dense darkness. If we are humble, he will approach us, console us, and hear our prayer, and he will send us away justified. No, daughters, God does not make the humble wait long. He runs, flies to satisfy their holy and most excellent desires. It often happens that, drawn by a humble soul, he gives what he has not been asked for. Be humble, daughters dear. The Sacred Heart has prepared many graces in the abundance of his treasures for the Institute. Be humble. His graces are hanging on a thread only. If we are truly humble and simple, these graces will be showered upon us. If we are proud, full of ourselves, he will withdraw his graces. In vain shall we then ask, for he withdraws himself from the proud and haughty. But now we must return to the sea. How beautiful and majestic it is in its immensity. It is as serene as a soul in peace with God and its neighbor. The soul thus possessed is a model of peace, though it is working hard all day and appears to be burning with an ardent fire, which spurs her on to holy action. The mild waves of the sea reflect the rays of the sun in a wonderful manner, sometimes like silver, sometimes like precious stones in many beautiful colors. I should love the sisters to suggest some appropriate phrases depicting the beauty by which we are surrounded, but all have lost the compass, and the knowledge they once seemed to have has vanished. Sister Mary Gaswina is very jolly and keeping quite happy. She has recourse to Santa Reparata, and she does really make amends, for Sister cut her finger very deeply the other day while cutting bread for a poor German sister of another institute who is traveling third class in great poverty. As ailments at sea are easily cured, so also the cuts of Sister were readily cured, and she was very happy. Sister Mary Josephine cannot bear the big waves, so when they rise, she lies down and eats a piece of an apple, thus quietly forgetting the sea. She would have described everything beautifully, but finding it was more advantageous to remain quiet, she says, "All who want to know about the sea, let them come and see for themselves." Sister Agape is the captain of the sea. She is here, there, and everywhere, helping everyone. Sister Teresa has remained 2 days in bed, so as not to see the sisters suffering. She thought she had lost her head and touched it to see if it were still on her shoulders. There's a professor of the University of Washington, a missionary apostolic, who inquires regularly about us. But the only complaint we have to make is that out of the 5 priests on board, not one of them can give us Holy Communion. Every time we come on deck, we look for a place to be alone, but after a few minutes, we are surrounded by the ladies of the first-class deck who follow us with their chairs. They appear to be nice people and to like the Catholic religion. The captain and other passengers are most anxious to make us comfortable. All delight in seeing us happy and free from sickness. After all, happiness follows us everywhere. We are off the shores of Newfoundland, and the sisters told Sister Teresa that here she could gather some cabbages, so she quickly dressed and came with her apron to get them to make some Italian soup, as we are tired of the French bouillon. Some of our sisters, who never usually think of food, do nothing else but speak about it, not finding anything appetizing. Sister Agape and I eat well, in fact. We are quite unmortified. We praise God for all, while some suffer. Some keep themselves up, and thus we help keep up the ones who suffer. Today it was lovely and fine. Some of the sisters wanted to write, but though the sea is calm and the movement is hardly perceptible, still they dislike these slight rockings or swings. The first sea voyage is always a little difficult. When in 3 weeks' time we again embark for Central America, it will be easier. If you could see the sea at this moment, it is an immense surface of smoothness and of an enchanting blue, so calm now. A fact incredible after the stormy days we have experienced. One hardly sees a lake so calm and placid. Today every one of us joined in meditation on the gifts of a humble and pacified soul, the beloved daughter of God. The sea is a lively image of her. How immense and yet tranquil and quiet. A sea which can be so turbulent, yet how submissive when subject to the command of God omnipotent. Our dear sisters continue to humble themselves, seeing how it pleases our dear Lord. With humility, we can obtain immense graces, for humility moves the heart of God, and this unexpected and extraordinary tranquility of the sea is a great grace. Oh, would that God were really appeased. Let us no longer offend him. Do not arouse his wrath by infidelity to grace. Let us trust in the help of our good God, for of ourselves we can do nothing. Not even can we pronounce with merit his adorable name. Let us endeavor to be faithful to his holy help, through the merits of Jesus Christ and with the help of his sweet, powerful mother. May she cover us with her holy and spiritual mantle, and make us worthy to serve our loving spouse faithfully, and obtain for us the graces we most need. God promised to help us, and he does help us. We promise to serve him, but we do not serve him with the perfection and energy demanded of us. At times we are indolent. Again, we do not always have pure intentions, without which we serve ourselves, our self-love, vanity, and creatures, but not God. Do begin at last to serve faithfully our loving and faithful Jesus. That'll be all for today. Come back tomorrow to hear about the Protestant minister on board, and this leads her to talk about being bold in proclaiming Christ. So until then, live the faith boldly and travel well.